Now we're filming. We are trotting. It's Saturday morning. We're at Grafham Water. Nobody's here, it's too early. It's bounced down, it's rained so heavy overnight. There's just like puddles and mud everywhere. But we're still here. Suffering. In cream trainers. Was cream, not anymore. I've got my old faithfuls that you can see them. Like the Nike Pegasus Shield 39, they're still waterproof. The New Balances aren't waterproof. I think this is the perfect excuse that I was looking for to get a pair of trail shoes. What do you reckon, babe? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a perfect excuse to go off and buy some. How are we feeling? Not great this morning. I slept funny. Whenever I say that, I was thinking Michael McIntyre when he's like, oh, I slept funny. Woke up with a crick in my neck. And so now I feel a little bit like the fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm just going to have to work that out. It's the injustice of getting a little bit older, I think. Hopefully you can see in the background what that looks like. It's cool. Yeah, getting a little bit older, it's not fair. The kids get all the energy and the adults, the people who need it. We don't get any. And the slightest thing just sends you sideways, doesn't it? Yeah, slept funny. Pillow wasn't in the optimum position. And now I'm going to be struggling and turning around like Batman, doing one of these all day. So, yeah, great start to the run, but who knows? How far are we going today? 4 miles? Should we do 4? Considering the week we've had a big week. We've had a huge week of training this week. Really, really sore. This isn't going to be a fast run. This is just about a bit of a recovery run, really. Surviving on a Saturday morning. Yeah, we'll probably do 4 miles and that'll be it for the day. And you're coming with us. In terms of this location to come running at, if you're thinking about it, this is Grafham Water in Cambridgeshire. It's fairly close to Huntingdon. It's a beautiful location to come running in. It's a huge loop. I think it's about 9.1 miles or something like that if you choose to do the loop. Really popular for local people, but also, you know, well worth travelling to, especially on a good day. Just bear in mind, like, if you've had poor weather, the conditions will be a bit inclement in terms of mud and puddles. Muddles. Yeah, you're going to experience muddles. Don't ask me what they are. Just hope for the best. There are actually 2 coffee shops on the site which are like opposite to each other. In my opinion, they're not that great. Any investors out there, entrepreneurs, please come in and buy the cafe. If I had the money, it's the perfect spot to just come in and take over it, and you would crush it, I swear.
Really good coffee.
Yeah.
And cakes.
Yeah, cakes, please.
Cyclists and the runners.
Yeah.
And the
How
triathletes.
well would it do?
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you they do well. Go on. There's some more muddles. Steady. It's always difficult going running at this time of year and knowing what gear that you need and getting your temperature just right. It's half of the fat in the morning beforehand, so this is like quite undulating the ground today, and the weather has been dreadful overnight, so it's muddy. And so thinking about where it is, if you know the conditions that you're going to face, and picking the trainers that are going to suit you. You know, do you need a waterproof pair of trail shoes, or is it going to be mostly road running that you're doing? It just makes the experience a little bit more enjoyable. Also, you know, I prefer to run in a cap in the winter, and making sure you've got gloves is like really useful. Cold hands just make it miserable. I haven't got it today with me because I don't need it, but I do have a belt kit that I can just put a couple of bits in, car keys, energy gel if it's a long run, you know, some water. These little bits and pieces can just make your experience running much more enjoyable. A couple of other things you might want to think about: a waterproof jacket, but investing the money there is well worth it because you can get some that are just like a cagoule that your mother sent you to school in on the school trip, and it's literally as bad as wearing a bin bag. There's just no breathability at all. So looking at some of them upper market brands and making sure that you get something that's going to serve you. It's a bit of an investment, but it'll last a long time in my experience. Yeah, so if you're a beginner and you're just getting started, one of the things you need to think about is a gradual increase in mileage, making sure that you're not just piling on the miles early. It's probably a bad idea. Think about it in increments of distance or time. You know, I'm going to go an extra quarter of a mile, half a mile today, and those increments are done weekly. Or perhaps if you wanted to do that in time, I'm going to run for an extra 5 minutes. For instance, being gradual with those increments will decrease the likelihood of you getting injured, which is what it's all about, really. And then also just making sure that we're not going through that big puddle. Also just making sure that you've got breaks in your training, so your training should be phased. You've got blocks, and that might be, you know, a 4 to 6 week block before you're thinking about doing a little bit of a deload. You're having a rest period before you're getting back into it. It's funny, we were having a conversation with someone yesterday and they were like, oh, I don't want to take a rest day. And it's just daft, really, because the way in which you're thinking about your rest days is banking the training that you've already done. You've put a decent week in, going to give your body a chance to rest and recover and come back stronger for the next week. Rest days absolutely are your friend, and you've earned them. You need to be taking them, like, pick and choose your rest days before your rest day chooses you, is a fairly well used saying, but it's so true. Like, plan them, feel like you've earned them, and give your body the chance to recover that it deserves, and you'll find that the next week you'll come back a little bit better. Okay, so here's 5 things that I've learned about running. Number 1, making sure that you're correctly fueled. A proper pre-workout meal with the correct balance of carbs beforehand will make a huge difference. Making sure that you're properly hydrated as well, that'll be 1.1. Making sure that you're properly hydrated, properly fueled for your run really helps to make it a more enjoyable experience. Number 2, making sure that you've got the right shoes on your feet that are working specifically for your foot and also for the terrain that you're facing. The pair of us probably haven't got the best shoes on today, considering how undulating the ground is and the muddy conditions, but you can still make the best of it. Number 3, making sure that you've packed gels and water. Really hilly bit now. Making sure that you've got gels and water with you so that you don't completely flatline when you're out on your run. Everyone, I think, has had that experience and got it wrong. I know I have, and it just stops the process from being enjoyable. Number 4, making sure that you're doing a proper warm-up before you go out. Some dynamic stretching will just help get your body ready for what you're about to do. And then number 5 is recovery. And so that's from taking the time to do some static stretching and foam rolling, but also making sure that you've got appropriate rest between sessions and you're not just smashing yourself without the chance to recover and get better. And that's it. How have the shoes done? Oh dear.
Absolutely trashed.
Uh-oh. It looks like a washing machine job isn't up here for hope. Look.
Yeah. Oh,
Survive
yeah.
all terrains. Jesus. And that's it. That was Grafham Water. Fantastic place to come run, and I definitely recommend it. If you're nearby or you're travelling through, it's a good place to come for a run. It's just so much gorgeous scenery to come look at, and yeah, generally like the people are lovely. Everyone said morning to us this morning, or hi. Right girls, shall we go and get a coffee? And some cake?
No, not some cake.